Hi guys, it is Anthony Fantano here, the internet's weirdest music weirdo, and I'm very hyped up on caffeine. Today I thought we would just casually go over all my favorite artists at the moment. I don't know, I thought it was a good video idea. I've actually taken the time to write down a bunch of information, so we might actually have some construct to this video, which is insane to me because every other video I make I don't write down shit. Okay, let's start. I'm so excited. First dude I'm gonna start out with is a dude I've been listening to for the past like 6 months or so, I think. I have no concept of time, but his name is Garden, spelled like God with an IN on it, not like an actual garden. Like, I'll put the spelling and a picture of his face on the screen now so you can see what I'm talking about. I found him on YouTube while I was scrolling through the recommended bar at the bottom of YouTube. Once you click on a song, I was listening to Lil Peep and he was one of the dudes that came up underneath it. And I kind of do this thing sometimes where I listen to an artist and then I go down on the little recommendation thingy and I click on something else because I like new music. Garden fuels my absolute adoration for sad boys with nose rings. Firstly, not saying that he is a sad person, just saying the aesthetic. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying this in an offensive way, it's an aesthetic that I really enjoy and he pulls it off like perfectly. And I hope that if somehow he sees this video, he's not offended by me calling him a sad boy with a nose ring. I'm so sorry. I really like his catchy songs and he makes such good beats and like his lyrics are so freaking cute. Like Cliff Note when he says, I was once a shade of blue but you turned me to yellow. I was once a shade of blue but you turned me to yellow. Dude, I want that tattooed on my body. I freaking love that line so much. You should definitely go look up Garden and Cliff Note and just watch the music video and just listen to his stuff and just download it and just enjoy it. Because you will. Trust me. Also had a very embarrassing Twitter moment with him where he dropped a music video for one of his old songs, but I haven't been listening to him for so long, so I thought it was a new song, and then I tweeted out like, I'm so grateful for the new Garden song or something along the lines of that, and then he tweeted back like, oh, it's an old song, thanks though, homie. I just about died inside because like a lot of people liked the tweet. My first ever, contact with one of my favorite artists at the moment was just complete embarrassment. But hey, we're growing as a person from that situation and I'm gonna learn to just shut my mouth. The next person we're getting onto who I am also obsessed with at the moment is Ghostmane. If you're into satanic yodeling, perfect guy for you. Again, the coolest beats freaking ever. Like, oh, just listening to it's just so bassy. You can pump it in a car and the whole car shakes and yeah, does the thing. Now, you can't really hear what he's saying or rapping about most of the time, but I'm so into it anyway. And if you Google his lyrics, they're actually really freaking good. Like, he's so smart and well written, and I watched his interview on No Jumper, which was really interesting. He just was very well spoken and I appreciate it, and I like the fact he mixes his interests into his lyrics, and also he's very open about mental health, which is something I'm big into and something I like listening to because it means a lot to me, and I like listening to things I can relate to. Even though I can't hear what he's saying most of the time, when I do look up the lyrics, I can understand what he's saying in the song, and then I like the song even more. His music is what I pump when I go to the gym. I just want to get hyped and angry and jump around to someone shouting at me. Next bunch of human beings that I adore to death are the Suicide Boys. Their music fuels my angsty, angry soul. I also like that their lyrics touch on mental health and they're very open about dealing with that kind of stuff. Yeah, again, something I really appreciate, something I really like. Really like Scrim's amazingly deep, like evil sounding voice just gets to me in my heart and soul. I really enjoy it. It's one of the best things ever. I'm such a sucker for rappers that have that kind of voice. This is also very much my gym music, or the kind of music I put on around friends and just terrify the crap out of them. Next person is, on a completely different note, Harry Styles. I never thought I'd be into Harry Styles. I didn't hate him because of the One Direction thing or anything, I just never thought I'd be into it. But his music video for Adore You popped up on the trending page, or my recommended, and I thought, okay, might as well watch it. It's in front of my face, YouTube is pushing it on me, I might as well see what it's about. And holy crap, that music video is a masterpiece. If you have not seen it yet, please just do yourself a favor and watch the video. I've watched it so many times and it just melts my heart every single time, and I love that song so much. It makes my heart so freaking happy. I sounded so emotional. The song Cherry and the song Falling, pretty sure it's Falling, break my heart, and I don't even have a broken heart. Like, I'm not even mad or sad at any guy, but somehow those songs make me mad and sad at guys. That sounds like a bad thing, but it's not. It just gives me all the feels, put it that way. You need to sit through his entire new album. Like, pour yourself a really good glass of juice or wine or a joint and just listen to the whole thing. Just sit in the sun and just listen to the whole thing. The last two artists are my go-to artists that I love. I mean, I love them so much that I'm planning on getting tribute tattoos to them on my human body. The first one is Lil Peep. I'm a diehard Lil Peep fan. He is another sad boy with a nose ring. I just like how his music sounds kind of homemade, but in a really good way. Like, I can picture him on his laptop in his room making the beats. I love that whole vibe of it. It's so raw and just, yeah. I love his backstory about being a lost kid, not quite knowing what to do. I relate to it so hard. I've sat through half of the documentary because I lost the link to the documentary, so I haven't been able to watch the other half, but the half I did watch, it was incredible. I did cry. He just seems like the sweetest person, and we definitely lost out on a very talented, kind-hearted human being that just got a little lost along the way. The next person is the most obvious go-to of mine, which is Post Malone. I've made 2 videos now dressing as Post Malone. I think he is the cutest cutie pie, sweetest soul. Just protect him at all costs. His music makes my heart so happy. I have, for every album except for Stoney, because I didn't actually know him before he released Stoney, I have waited up till, I don't know, 3 in the morning for that album to be released, and then sat in my bed at 3 in the morning and listened to the whole album. I'm that diehard. I love who he is. It's a very loaded thing to say that. I love who he presents himself as. So badly just want to have a drink with him and tell him that he's nice and that I appreciate him. He just looks like a guy that gives really good hugs. Really good hugs, really good music. I think it goes hand in hand. Last on the list, which is just a random little tidbit I'm adding in, is a dude called Tom McDonald. I am so conflicted on this dude. I actually wanted to make an entire video hating on him. I sound like a terrible person. I just listened to his music and I found it so corny and so annoying and so... And then, to get more intel on this guy, I followed him on Twitter. I recently got Twitter back. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter now. But I started reading through his tweets and seeing him as a person. He's just so freaking nice. He's just so genuinely nice and like kind-hearted and does so much for his fans and just seems to care so much about the right things. Some of his lyrics still piss me off a little bit, but I've actually grown an appreciation for him in a weird way. Like, I could revisit some of his music and be like, hey, now that I've seen who you are or who you present yourself as, I feel like I can kind of like that song now, because I feel like you're being genuine and you're not just saying those things to get attention. So I just wanted to add him in as a little entry onto this list of people I've been listening to lately. So props to you, Tom McDonald. You are not the person that I thought you were, and you proved me wrong. I am horrible for wanting to make a hate video on this dude. I admit it completely. It's horrible to make hate videos on anyone, but some people just really rub me the wrong way. As much as I want to be the most genuine person ever, I still have opinions and I still want to talk about them. Would you like to hear some of my least favorite artists? I can make a video on people that I cannot stand to listen to. I don't know, let me know. Maybe subscribe to my channel, maybe, you know, if you feel like it. It's down below there somewhere. You can find it. I believe in you. I hope you go listen to all my music, and I hope you have the best day ever. The best day ever. And I will see you soon. Bye guys.